Hey guys, it's Scotty from the Mom Edit, and my mom and I went to Nordstrom yesterday to check out this year's sale, and we found a few favorite pieces that I want to share with you. And like always, everything will be listed in the description below, and we would love if you would follow, subscribe to our channel. But let's get into it. Here's our favorites from 2025 Nordstrom Anniversary Sale. All right, so one of my favorite finds from this sale, I finally found low profile sneakers without that annoying bump. This is the Adidas Italia sneaker. They're super comfortable, but unlike Sambas that I have but I can't wear for a long time because the little dip in the heel irritates the crap out of my foot. So this one obviously lacks that. Actually, my favorite detail about these though is the metallic silver, and then it also has a little bit of bling in silver and gold on the side. So yay, Adidas. Every year I look for my favorite pair of jeans of the sale, and this year they surprised me because typically I like the high rise, tight waist, wide leg, or flare because it just seems like that's what's more flattering on a curvy body. But these AG jeans, I found them. I loved the wash. The wash was what originally drew me to them. I feel like this is like the ideal, perfect, vintagey jean wash. To me, this is like the perfect wash. I had low hopes because they're low rise, but they were surprisingly like they didn't create muffin top. They were just low enough that they kind of hit in that perfect sweet spot that they're slouchy and baggy, but they still kind of like didn't like cover up my curves. They're slouchy, baggy, low rise, which I would never have told you in a million years that I was going to like. But as far as like trying, you know, different silhouettes, more modern cuts, these are the perfect, more modern cut jeans for me for a curvier body. They're called baggy, but they're not like overly baggy. So I don't feel like I'm, you know, I still feel like I'm staying true to my own style. These AG jeans, awesome, fit true to size. Yeah, they were like the sleeper, what do you call that? Like the sleeper find or something. Anyway, that's my favorite jeans of the sale. Every year I rave about the Barefoot sets, but this year I'm going to rave about them again because this year I love the neckline. So this is like not quite a boat neck, but it's definitely not a crew neck. And the V-neck from past years is really high, and I prefer just like a little bit of a wider neckline. This is perfect. It's an updated silhouette. It still drapes the same luxurious way, and I'm telling you, you've got to feel this fabric. Mom and I get them like every year, and this year they didn't have the brown in store, and that's the one I have my eye on. But the second I put this like cream colored set on, I was like, ooh, I kind of need to have this one too. So I'm gonna order the brown, because I basically live in these in like the fall and the winter. If I'm working at my computer, if I'm gonna go like run to pick up the kids, it's loungewear, but it's like elevated enough that you don't look sloppy. Whatever, you know what I mean. But it's very, very comfortable and 100% worth it, especially at the sale price. My mom and I both actually bought this sweater. It's perfect for even wearing right now because it's mostly cotton with a modal blend, but it has like a really airy knit texture. And I love the color, and it just kind of like a perfect, depending on where you live, it could be for the summer or like a transition into fall. But it's super comfy, lightweight, airy material. This is an extra small, fairly true to size to slightly big. It also comes in a black and white striped version. I'm not typically a sneakers girl, but I had to get 2 pairs this year because the second I put these on, they are so ridiculously cushy and comfortable, and they have a slight rise in the back, but it's still like super cushy, and it didn't rub. But the color is really what sold me on these. I feel like that's like that perfect golden tan color with a little bit of black, and then to my surprise and my delightful surprise, they come with these shoelaces, which are obviously so much more glam than the shoelaces they come with. So yeah, these are gonna be really good for fall. I love the color, very comfortable and fun shoelaces. I have been looking for mules like this for years. My problem with mules, especially if there's like no heel at all, is that I kick them right off every time I take a step. And if they're too high, obviously that's just not practical. But I wanted a pair of shoes that were easy to put on, easy to take off when I'm running out the door, and they still look cute. And these are perfect. That golden tan color I was talking about, this is like perfect for fall. And the square toe is like It's narrow, but like it's not as uncomfortable as a pointed toe would be. So there's a little bit more room in the toe box. And I do have a high arch, but this doesn't hurt my high arch. So it doesn't pull across the top of my foot. Finally, I have found a low-heeled pair of mules that will stay on as I walk, and I love the color. There are my favorites from this year's Nordstrom Anniversary Sale 2025. Be sure to check out my other video on the beauty favorites because this is a great time to stock up on favorites, and the beauty favorites in that video have been favorites of mine for years. Thank you for watching as always. Like and subscribe below, and we'll see you soon.